Alright, man, yeah. Just fucking roll it, man. Like, you got me at a terrible time.
It's all good. How you doing today, Steve-O?
I'm fucking exhausted. My back hurts like shit. I just did 6 shows this weekend. Now I have a 6-hour drive home. And we're pushing 11 o'clock. So, whatever we're gonna do, let's do it fucking fast.
Alrighty, so we're here for ThankYouniverse with Steve-O from Jackass.
Is it think or think?
ThankYouniverse.
Oh, ThankYouniverse,
yeah,
okay.
Thank you, universe.
So what, you're going to be teaching people about the universe?
Yeah, and about empowering the greatness within people and teaching people about mentality and how, you know, your mentality has real life implications.
Right. Now, you gotta have a good attitude. Right now I have the worst attitude.
Yeah, it's all good. It's at least you're not here and doing it.
I'll tell you, if you want, like, here's how I would say to empower people. I know you got your questions.
Yeah.
People ask me a lot of the time, how do they get into something, or how do they start doing something? And I always just say, hey, you know what? Whatever it is you want to do, just fucking start doing it. That's the best way to get into it. And it doesn't really matter what you want. What I find is that the important part is how much you want what you want, you know? Like, it didn't really matter what you want. If you want it enough, like, odds are you're going to pull it off if you really stick with it, you know? So whatever you want to do, start doing it, get off your ass, get started, and really show this world that you want it bad and stick with it, you know?
Absolutely.
That's like the best advice that I have.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man, you know? It's like I wanted to get into comedy. I just did it, you know? I did it. People don't really know I do stand-up comedy, but I do. And I've stuck with it. It's starting to go really well.
That's really exciting. So your next step is you're doing
My next step is I'm shaving this lady's head. And that's the
And he's
important
doing a brilliant job at it.
which is pretty amazing.
I'm getting lots of D after this.
So you just wrote your own book.
Well, yeah, that wasn't actually that recent. My book came out in 2011. But of all the things I've done in my life, I gotta say I'm most proud of that one. A, because the average customer rating on Amazon for my book is a full 5 out of 5 stars, which is pretty unheard of. And B, because when people read it, they really come to learn that there's a lot more to me than a guy who staples his balls to his leg.
That's awesome. So are you a reader as well?
You know, I go through phases, and there have been times I really read a lot. You know, if you want to know a great book, Ishmael. Ishmael is a book by Daniel Quinn, and it's about. It's kind of about you know, just how humans are screwing themselves or screwing up the world, you know, and where we went wrong. You know, it talks a lot about the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and how that's like a metaphor for the agricultural revolution, and it gets really, really interesting.
That's awesome. Now that you are all clean and sober, what are like some good practices you use to stay self-disciplined and motivated? And
self-discipline is really not worth a whole lot. You know, we believe in just kind of acknowledging our powerlessness. You know, like we don't really try to use self-will, and it's just people, you know, helping each other stay sober. We can't do it alone. We can only do it with each other.
Wow, that's really awesome.
Yeah, I can't, we can't, that's the ticket.
So who are some people who have inspired you throughout your whole journey?
I'd say I was inspired, you know, not really in any kind of a, you know, practical way, but just I think Leonardo da Vinci was badass.
That's a really long story.
Albert Einstein, of course, is super badass.
What's one last, there's a couple last little questions. What's one thing you want to see in your lifetime that's more like, you know, would be cool for you to see?
You want more shaving?
In my lifetime, I would like to see fear play less of a role in our lives.
Thank you.
Absolutely, that's really powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last things you would want to tell people about, you know, pursuing and, you know, making things happen? What's like some
Hey, this.
good wisdom that's helped you take a bigger step, you know?
You know, it's about like being passionate. You know, it's like whatever you're passionate about, that's what you gotta really stick with. It's not easy to do the right thing, but the more you do the right thing, the easier it gets to do the right thing.
Okay. Good stuff.
Hi, and it's time for being grumpy.
It's okay.
It was a long weekend, and it was a good weekend.
Beautiful.
It was a good
Yeah,
weekend.
good for you, brother.
And this is Layla.
Yeah, we're here with Steve-O and
No.
Steve-O and Layla with ThankYouniverse.
That's much better.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, thank you,
brother.
What the fuck am I doing here? What's anybody doing here? Is there anybody new in here?
You snacking this?
Pretty good?
Here, go ahead and at any point ask me the next question. Let me say, so what's next?
Should I do the mirror or the...
Yeah, and then can you make it so that you're in the shot too? Like,
Do you stand over by the other urinal?
yeah, okay, cool. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. And tell me your name again?
Layla,
Okay.
like the air compressor.
Alright. Okay. Uh-huh.
Oh, now it's coming along.
Right.
Give us
Tell me when.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, give us the 3, 2, 1.
Alright, 3, 2...
So what's next for Steve-O?
Well, after I get done shaving Layla's head, I'm fucking going home.
Steve-O is the greatest, bro.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks. This is good. Multitasking is the way to do this.
This is so awesome.